Hi everybody, it is Angie, Treasured Vintage, bringing you a different kind of video once again. I have here on this little plate two seemingly identical Monet pins and two seemingly identical Napier pairs of earrings. But do you think they're the same? I don't know what the reason is other than it could be a different manufacturer, but I tend to think that there are differences between these pins and earrings because of a cheaper quality materials or just a cheaper way of making these. So let's look at them closely and I'll show you what I mean. We'll check out the Monet first. All right. Okay, we have two seemingly identical Monets, but they are not identical. One is made better than the other. Do you see a difference here right away? This one, the texture's a little longer on. This one, the texture's a little shorter. This one seems, I guess they're the same size. They just appear a little bit different looking. Okay, let's turn over on the back and see what's different about the backs of these. And which one do you think is older or newer? Now, these are the same exact pins in style, and I want to show you the differences. Do you see this? Where this one is signed is right here, Monet. And where this one is signed and made slightly different is up here, Monet. So it's the same marking, but at different spots. And if you look, this one even feels lighter. This one I would say is a cheaper quality than this one. There are subtle differences in the way that they are made. This one has a thicker appearance to it, I believe, than this one does. It's nicer made. It's just nicer. There's subtle differences between the two. This one, I don't know if this one got flattened at all somehow or other, but you see the wings are a little bit taller on this one. And look at the edges of the wings. They're smooth. This one, the edges of the wings are not as smooth. And I believe they're probably thinner. They're probably 1 millimeter or whatever, a tiny measurement thinner than this one. So this is something to look for when you're looking at vintage jewelry. This one also, the texture on the back is rough. And this right here is very rough. It could snag your clothing. But this is all smooth. There's no rough feeling parts on this one. So there you have two seemingly identical pins. I don't know, this one seems longer. Just looking at the middle part of the body. It might be an optical illusion, but anyway, there is definitely subtle differences in the quality of these two Monet pins. So something to look out for. Now let's look at the Monet. We have these. And we have these. Seemingly identical. Let's just examine one of each instead of having both pairs out here. Okay, let's look and see what the differences might be here. I think This one here, the one on the right, is better made. It is somewhat thicker, I think. It's thicker here than this one. As you turn them over, you see that this one is signed down here, and look at that beautiful finish on it. It's like a Florentine finish with all the, they're not really ribs, but all the vertical marks in there. It shows that it was a quality made item. This one is just finished off with, don't know, just a bumpier, you know, it's not as refined, the finish here, as this one is. And we notice that on the clips, this one's larger. The well-made one is larger. The round part on the fastener. And this one, I don't know if that has a, that doesn't look like it has the copyright after it. And this one does. And you see even the signature is deeper, more pronounced on this one. This one is not. Let's look underneath and see what underneath here looks like. Okay, let's look here. Okay, we've got all that. All that is finished off, right? Let's look at this one. So it is not solid here. You see it's hollow in there. So I don't know what, you know, what difference it makes really, other than I am going to keep these. These will probably be sold at some point. But I am going to keep these for my collection. Same as with the butterflies. I'll keep the best one. Because I think I have 3 of these butterflies now. Actually, I have 2 of the nicer ones and 1 of the not as nice ones. But this is something to keep in mind. Even with vintage jewelry, there are different... you know, I'm always saying that vintage jewelry is better quality than newer jewelry. But, you know, having seen these are probably both vintage. I mean, I know the one is. I know this one is. But, you know, who knows when this one was made? Not this one. Sorry about that. Who knows when this one was made? I just don't know. But I would say that this one is nicer quality. Very nicer quality. So that's what I have for you today. I'm kind of into making these small videos. I made 2 of them today, so check out my channel. The other video that I made is about listing on Etsy. So thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe if you like the content, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.